Hello, I'm Phil. You've probably met Tilly. I'm going to be doing lots of programs about allotments and what to grow in them, little tips, how to grow plants, how to grow seeds. I'm not an expert at this. I'm not claiming to be an expert.
This is Tilly. This is my dog. She's a 3-year-old chocolate Labrador, and she's a lovely dog. She's got a lovely personality. She's a really nice doggy, but she does pinch food.
This is the rhubarb patch. It's not very big at the moment, and it's been growing for about 2 years. But in time, I'm going to plant some more down the middle. They'll all bunch out, and I'll have massive sticks of rhubarb. I like growing rhubarb because I love making rhubarb and sultana chutney. And later on, I'll show you how to do that as well. It's great fun, and it tastes divine. These are the raspberries. They're not quite ready yet. They're late variety, so they'll actually come out towards September, October time, which once you've had all the strawberries and maples on, it's nice to have some extra bit of fruit. So yeah, you'll see them later on in the next episodes, see me picking them. Just started replanting the strawberries. It's June and I need to space them out a bit more because if you have them all clumped together, you don't see them, the fruit doesn't come out as well, they need lots of sunlight. And Tilly's made a big contribution to my strawberry patch because a lot of her poo is actually mixed up with all our vegetables, waste and things, and it grows in it, and it's all in this little patch here. And to be honest, it's brilliant. If you mix poo in with the soil and all the vegetable peelings and tea bags and things that you have at home, it makes wonderful compost. Just look at everything and how it's growing and how it's growing so well. These are the pumpkin plants. I've got about 4 here, all grown from seed. And again, they're growing in the soil. With dog poo in. But it's really good for the soil. Anyway, I planted them and they are growing like anything now. The original plant is here. That's the original stalk. Now from that stalk, it's growing out all the way here, but I've got to train them because I've only got this little space here for 2 plants to come round. And I'm going to train these so that they go round here. And if you look here, you can see little pumpkins starting to grow. I've got 1, 2, 3 there. And anyway, they won't be ready until, well, Halloween, Guy Fawkes, when we all dress up and go around trick-or-treating. But anyway, they will be ready probably about November, and we'll have great big yellow pumpkins. In the next few episodes, we'll come back and I'll show you the pumpkins. They'll be getting bigger and bigger, and then eventually it should be about that big. Here, white onions, easy to grow. Stick them just on the surface of the ground, water them, weed between them as they're growing, but keep them moist at this stage, and you'll get great big onions later, and we'll come back to those as well. In front of the onions, I've got some fennel growing. I've never grown fennel before, so I don't know how that's going to go. But we'll see it, we'll see. Fennel's got a lovely sort of aniseed taste to it, and you can put it in salads. The things that I'm growing on my allotment, I'm going to show you how to prepare to cook with, and also how to preserve them. Here I've got spring onions growing. They're still a little small at the moment. Not many of them. I've got just a little in the line here. They'll probably be ready in about time, and then they'll get really big. Here I've got growing spinach. Again, it's the first time I've ever grown spinach. I'm no expert at allotment growing at all. There's quite a few allotments around here, and there are some real experts. We'll probably interview them later on in further episodes and show you what they're growing as well. As I said, this is the first time I've ever grown spinach.
I love it. Started eating it instead of lettuce. Much more better for you. Very high in iron, very high in nutrients, and it's great to be mixed up in a salad. Again, later I'll show you how to pick these. I can show you now actually. All you do is pick them like that. Just keep picking them and they'll grow. They'll just keep growing and growing. Here I've got some onions which are grown. I planted these probably about a month before the other ones I showed you, and they'll be ready to take up in about a month's time. These are my cucumber plants. I've only got 3 of them, but they're growing very well, and eventually they'll pan out and send out a trail of leaves, and you'll see loads of cucumbers. But again, we'll come back to those in later episodes and you can see what they look like. These are red cabbages. I've got 2 lots of these. These were planted about 2 weeks ago. I love pickled red cabbage. So when these are fully grown, we'll have a great big red cabbages in them, ready for pickling. These are my courgette plants. I've got 4 of them at the moment. They were grown from seed, and they should start producing courgettes in about two weeks time. The longer you leave them, they'll turn into marrows though. So whatever, if you like courgettes or marrows, they're great to grow. These are dwarf beans. They've been again grown from seed, and they won't produce dwarf beans probably for another month yet. But dwarf beans are really nice. They're a bit like runner beans, but they're more rounder, and they are delicious when you steam them and then put butter on afterwards. Again, in the next few episodes, when I've got them, I'll show you how to cook them. This is my cabbage patch, not full of dolls, but cabbages. They're white cabbages, and I've got sunflower seeds next to them. They say sunflower seeds attract more flies and bugs. It stops the cabbages from getting eaten away. So that's why I've got them here. Broccoli along here. They won't be ready for another month and a half yet. But they're looking really healthy. And here I've got 2 rows of beetroots. Again, I'll show you later on what I do with them when I've dug them up. We'll have subsequent episodes where I'll show you how I'm going to cook some of these things. Lastly, well, at the moment, lastly on here, 4 beans. These are not quite ready. These are not quite ready. I'll show you what they look like at the moment. They're a bit small, but we're not far off. They just need to grow a bit more. Keep them well watered, especially when it's hot. If you keep them well watered, they'll grow bigger. Anyway, this is the end of my first episode. So I hope you enjoyed it, and come back to me and watch later episodes. So it's bye from me, and it's bye from Tilly. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel.